I believe training a housekeeper is critical to the success of the organization. And because it's so critical, I believe the training needs to be scientific, it needs to be interactive, and it needs to be fun. When I train a housekeeper, when I train a housekeeping staff, I use stuffed microbes. This is a bed bug to allow them to see what we're trying to do. The other thing I use is a black light. This shows the proteins that we're cleaning up, from E. coli to salmonella to staph. It's just fun to see. I walk into a bathroom and I show the underside of a toilet and it lights up and they'll go, ew, and I'm like going, see, this is why we follow our pattern. This is why we use the products that we use. There's a methodology to that. And I just get so excited to see the lights come on in their mind and to see them grab onto what we're teaching and then be able to apply that standard property appearance and apply the techniques that we're doing to help them be efficient and quick in their cleaning. Following the wall is a principle that forever changed my housekeeping career. Following the wall allows me, or anybody else who follows it, to systematically go through a property. Whether it's a single-level studio apartment or a 20-bedroom, 5-story house, it doesn't matter. Following the wall allows me or anybody else to see and touch every part of the property. There are 4 critical components to following the wall. Number 1, I want to end in the kitchen, or at least end in the kitchen as close to the end as I possibly can. Number 2, I want to start in the upper corner of the wall and work down to the bottom corner of the wall, down by the baseboard. Number 3, I want to be judicious about getting on the floor to look under the furniture. I don't want to be doing that every 5 feet. I want to be careful about when I do. Number 4, sometimes I need to create imaginary walls. Otherwise, I will miss the island in the kitchen. The other key component about following the wall is that if I get, as an inspector, if I get called away to go inspect a back-to-back or something like that, I can drop a rag, leave the property, and then come back, find my rag, and know exactly where I've been. Following the wall is a principle that encourages and assists us to get speed and quality. And that's what we're about. Every great housekeeping department has specific things that they do. Think of a house. You have foundational pieces, you have rooms, and then you have a roof. A housekeeping department is exactly the same way. There are foundational pieces that we need to do. Some of those are compliance, OSHA, state, federal rules that we need to do. Some of those are hiring. Some of those are standard property appearance. Some of those are service standards. We all have these basic foundational pieces that we need to be following and doing to support the other work we do. Again, referencing back to the house, as we now have rooms in the house, there are things that we need to be doing in a housekeeping department. That would be the cleaning process, paying piece rate, inspections, owner inspections, service evaluations, inventory of pots, pans, glasses, silverware, laundry systems. All of those things we need to have a set pattern for. And again, thinking of our house analogy, there's the roof. And for us, our roof is retraining and speed and quality. Every good housekeeper has speed and quality as characteristics. And that is what we're trying to accomplish here. That is why we have the housekeeping building blocks, because they are all broken out into foundational pieces, room pieces, and roof pieces. And when they're broken up that way, that allows us to focus on them and do them well. The back of the house departments are the most labor-intensive departments in any vacation rental company. Nothing happens without these 2 hands. No screw is turned, no towel is folded, and no toilet is scrubbed without these 2 hands doing it. That is why it is imperative that the back of the house departments have the resources that they need, whether that be people, whether that be tools, whether that be inventory, to succeed. The work a housekeeper does is so important. Think about it. They get up, they're excited to get up in the morning and go clean somebody else's mess and scrub somebody else's toilet. They show up to a property that's in total disarray. They clean it, they reset it, and then they leave. And then the next guests arrive, and they're so excited to come in, to see the beach, to see the mountains, to see friends, family, whatever reason they're there for. The guests stay through their time, and then they leave, and the process starts over again. No one gives a second thought about the housekeeper and the work they do. And yet, the work that the housekeeper did to clean and reset that property for the guests' time in that property, they're a memory maker. Housekeepers are an integral part of all the memories that are made in the properties that they clean. They are they're never seen by the guest. And yet, memories are made in the properties that last days, weeks, months, years, even generations. Every housekeeper needs to know that they're a part of those memories and that they are a memory maker. Housekeepers are about speed and quality. Everything a housekeeping department does is about those two qualities. From the moment a housekeeper walks in the door to get their linen and assignments and cleaning products until the housekeeper returns back that evening to return the items to their appropriate places, everything is about speed and quality. Laundry systems, lost and found systems, linen systems, everything needs to be set up and generated around the housekeeper. That way they are as quick and efficient and speedy as they can be. I have been involved in the vacation rental industry for over 16 years. I still remember my first day, October 1st, 2001. It was 4 months before the Winter Olympics came to Utah. I was so excited to be working in Park City and to be a part of that grand event. It was so cool. During my 16 years, I've done all sorts of things. I've managed a front desk, I've managed skier shuttle, bell staff, guest sales team, reservation staff, HOAs, owner relations, maintenance, housekeeping. I have done just about everything in the vacation rental world. And that gives me a unique perspective of how the different departments work together. What a great field we have to work in. And I'm fortunate, even blessed, to be in the vacation rental world. What a great place to be. When I'm asked to come and help a company, I ask a lot of questions up front. I want to find out what the objectives are, what the goals are, what the nuances are of the area that you're working in. What are the challenges? What are your dreams, aspirations? Where do you want to go? While I have a wealth of knowledge about the industry, it's not about that. It's about you and your individual company and the goals of where you want to be. My objective is to take my expertise and the skills of systems knowledge that I have and apply that to your unique area and help you succeed so you can present your best self to your guests, to your owners, and to your employees.